Look at this picture. Yes, this one. Yeah, you know the one I mean. There's Meghan Markle once again, head to toe in beige, missing a steamer or an iron, but that's really irrelevant, I suppose. And then you look at the picture and you think, well, there you go. It kind of looks like something out of a glossy magazine, doesn't it? You know, all laughing together, everybody enjoying each other's company. A little bit like that book. You remember the book that she launched alongside her mother with Prince Harry, where apparently she just loved to cook. As I've said to you before, I find it fascinating with these alleged love-to-cook girls who are stick-thin and don't look like they've ever done anything but sniff the pot of paprika on the way past. Do you know what I mean? How do you remain that thin, but apparently you're a foodie? Well, there's another lie, clearly. But what's fascinating about this picture is this. I'm about to reveal all. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Picture do tell a sort of 1,000 words, don't they, as it were. It's kind of one of those things when you look at it, you know, it's like, as I was saying, and by the way, I'm glad you enjoyed it, the recent video regarding the Queen and her least favourite Prime Minister that I was told of as well was, of course, if you've seen the video, Tony Blair. I mean, you know, I thought she did a terrific job in hiding these things. I don't know if I could be that, what's the word, versatile, yes. I kind of think, goodness, you know, how did you keep that going for so many years? And remember, a weekly audience, you know, to chat through the business must have been very difficult. They may have had good moments where they got on from time to time, but I think the Royal Yacht Britannia was the final straw. Now, apparently this was the final straw of this particular ridiculous stage set-up fake shoot for Meghan Markle. This was all about Thanksgiving and how she, you know, likes to invite people round. It's about family. Well, it is, but not her own or indeed Harry's. You know, very empty seats left there. She'd rather sit with an empty table than invite her own family round for forgiveness. But of course, nobody questions that because they believe at this moment, particularly magazines like Marie Claire, which are failing dramatically, that, well, she's box office, but clearly not. But here's where it gets fascinating, because originally this was going to include Prince Harry. Now, there were no children ever going to be allowed to appear. Certainly not Lily or Archie. No, they're never going to appear. You know, no, that has to be really a very lucrative shoot. You have to be offering quite a bit of bucks, like Netflix, to be able to visually see those two children. You get the picture. But originally, as I say, this was going to have Harry and Meghan basically doing some shots together, hosting, laughing, giggling. What happened? Was there a tiff? Was there a spat? A little bit like behind the scenes at the Sunday Morning on CBS? Well, no, not quite. You see, what had happened was these bunch of Afghan women who are very wealthy, and they're not one of these struggling groups in a tent type thing, you know, they're very elitist people. They were baffled as to why they were picked as well. But by the by was the fact that Harry, if you remember, had revealed his time in his book Spare about, well, you know, wiping off Afghanistan's. And this would have seen as something as a, well, rather tactless stunt. There you have a bloke who's openly written about it and, you know, the Taliban and all that sort of stuff in his book, and then laughing away with the women cooking Thanksgiving dinner. This apparently was suddenly brought up by some bright spark, finally inside the Montecito mansion, and very quickly Harry was removed from the plot. Not that Meghan, of course, would have minded because she prefers to go solo, making sure the camera's fully on her. You will notice as well the angle of the picture, how the OB spotlight is directional on her eyes, her hair. So whether you look bad in the shadows, it's not about you, it's about her. And of course, Prince Harry, time and time again, is finding that. Let's not forget, he openly said that Meghan really didn't bother reading the book. That's a lie true. She read every single facet and agreed to open up even more, of course incriminating as the time goes on. And now we see where this is. He's been removed from that. When will he be removed permanently? One might suggest entirely from Meghan's professional life, at least. Neil Shaw, Kensington, London.